Hi, my name is Khoya Daniel and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I say something, I just want to be clear I'm not a journalist. I just want to give my views on Israel and Palestine conflict as a Pakistani, as a Muslim. And I promise I will not be biased because I'm a Muslim. So before we talk who's right, who's wrong, let's get back to the Jewish people. Let's talk about the past of Jewish people. Do they deserve to live in Palestine or do they not? Or Israel, should be there be Israel or not? To know that, we have to discuss the past of Jewish people. So let's talk about Jewish religion. So Jews follow Judaism, which is an Abrahamic religion, same like Islam, and Judaism is 4,000 years old, and they were living in Israel. And then Babylon came in 586 BCE and conquered Jews and made them slaves and destroyed the Holy Temple. It was very devastating for the Jews. Then, in 539 BCE, Cyrus came with his Persian army and destroyed Babylon and freed the Jews and rebuilt the Holy Temple for them, which is very sacred site for the Jews. So in 17th century, Romans came and they destroyed their land, they destroyed them and also destroyed the Holy Temple and sent Jews into exile. Because of that, Jews have to migrate to European countries in North Africa and in Middle East. And even then, there was genocide against Jews in World War II. And before that, even there was a person whose name was Theodor Herzl, and he started a movement called Zionist movement. In that movement, he said that Jewish people should have their own Jewish state, and all people, not all, a lot of Jewish people decide that yes, we should have our own Jewish state, and that would be Palestine because of the holy reason, and because of Jerusalem, and because there was holy temple in Jerusalem. So first large scale migration started in 1919 in Palestine, and that in that time there was no West Bank, no Gaza, and there was only Palestinian people. Even in Ottoman Empire, Muslims, Jews, and Christians were living peacefully together. And then World War One started. Arab revolutionaries, French and Britain, they fight against Ottoman Empire, and British Empire promised the Arabs that they will free their land from Syria to Yemen. And they played a game. They also told Jews if they fight with them against the Ottoman Empire, they will give them land in Palestine. So the Ottoman Empire lost. The Britain didn't give Palestine to Arab, and they didn't even give the land to Jews. So after some time, Hitler started gaining power in Germany, and he said that Jews were the reason they lost the World War One. So because of that, he started World War Two and started killing Jews and started conquering other European countries. So Jews have to run away from Europe and they ran away towards Palestine, but some of them fought against uh, German Hitler, and Britain promised them that if they fight against Hitler, they will promise their land this time. So when Hitler lost, all the Jews started migrating towards Palestine, and Britain gave them permission. So Palestinians requested Britain that please send these Jews back where they came from because they were threatened that these people will take their land. And Britain at that time became so much weak that they said we are going, and they gave all the responsibility to United Nations. And in 1947, United Nations came with a plan that how they are going to divide Palestine and Israel. So in that plan, 55% of land will be given to the Jewish state and 45% will be given to the Palestinian, the Arabs. All the Jews liked this plan and they accepted it. So in 1948, Jews accepted this plan and named their country Israel. And Arabs didn't like this plan. They thought that it's totally unfair and the Western countries want their influence in Arab nations, so they started revolting and they started the war. So the first war between Israel and Arab started, and this war is called the Arab-Israel War, which started in 1948. And this time Jews they decided they have to fight for the state because Hitler did so much genocide against them. They thought if they did not fight, they will not exist. So they fight all the five Arab nations and they all lost. So in 1949, the war ends and Israel took over half of the land that was given by United Nations to the Palestinian people. That was 45%. And this time Jordan took over West Bank and Egypt took over Gaza, and because of that Palestinian people became refugee of in their own country, and those people were 700,000 people, and the world called that 1947 Exodus. And after some time in 1967 there was another Israel Arab war, and it only lasted for 6 days, and the Arab countries again lost that war. So because of that, Israel took over the West Bank and Gaza and half of the Palestinian and also the land of peninsula of Egypt. In 1964, Palestinian people wanted their own land back, so they formed an organization called PLO. United States and Western countries and Israel said these parties are terrorist party. After some time, United Nations and other Arab countries recognized them as a political party. So in 1979, there was peace talk between Israel and Egypt. But after some time, after 2 years, the Egyptian people killed their old prime minister. They were extremist people. They thought how Israel and Egypt can be friends. They are their enemies. They can never be their friends. In this time, Israeli people were getting settlements in the West Bank. These were illegal settlements, even set by United Nations, and by their partition plan, it was totally illegal. Then a new government was formed in Israel, a new prime minister. He came and said that the people of Palestine, they should have their own land. They want their own land. They are not our enemies, and we should give them their land. So Israel accepted PLO as a political party, and PLO accepted Israel as a political party. So because of that, Oslo Accord take place in 1993 in America, and they mm, came together and planned how they can live together peacefully. Because of so many illegal settlements in West Bank by Israel people, there were very few places for the Palestinian people. So Israel gave places like Area A, Area B, and Area C. And Area A was under control of the PLO, Palestinian Liberation Authority, and Area B was under control of Israel, and Area C was under control of both people. Because PLO and Israel, they both were getting so close, they both get Nobel Peace Prize award. But again, right-wing Jewish extremist people killed their own prime minister, saying that how Israel can be friends with Palestinians. They can never be their friends. Before all of this, in 1987, there was a new organization formed, Hamas, in the Gaza Strip, and they were very angry at the PLO that how they can like give so much land, how they can compromise so much. Because of that, in 1996, they did suicide bombing in Israel, which created a lot of problem for the world and for the Palestinian and Israel people. So in 2002 there was a protest between Israel and Palestine, which was very horrible protest because more than 100 of people died. Then in 2006 there was election between the Hamas and the PLO, and Hamas win, and because of that there had been civil war in Palestine, and so many Palestinians died in that civil war. After that, there was so many wars till 2022. So many people, more than 10,000 people died between Israel and Palestinian people. And now another war started in 2023 because Hamas attacked Israel, and they captured so many people of United States, United Kingdom. They captured the little childrens, and they raped women. It is the claim of Israel, but I don't know it's the reality or not. So in last, I just want to say nobody should be kidnapped or killed. I believe that every country there should be peace between each other, and I personally believe that Israel is wrong. There are a lot of videos on YouTube, on social media, and United Nations have said that Israel have done illegal settlements in Palestine, and this is totally against human rights. And even then, United States and Western countries are supporting Israel. I don't know why. When this happens to their country, they say it's totally against human right, but when it comes to Muslim countries, they just ignore it. I believe it is hypocrisy from the Western countries that they do that to Muslim countries. I just want to say that I think, like, hypothetically it happened to United States or Canada or United Kingdom or any other Western powerful country. Think like these same Israel people or maybe other people came to your country, make a wall, kick you out of your home. What you will do? I tell you what I will do. I will kick them out of my house. This is all I want to say. In last, thank you.